Hello.
Good evening, and welcome to Typical Tuesday with Teea. My name is Teea Goins. Tonight is a very special night because the Typical Tuesday is with Teea and my fabulous husband, Brandon. I have twisted his arm and talked him in to being a part of this madness. You guys know what madness it is when we have live chats. And everybody always wants to know, who's Brandon? Where's Brandon? What's the deal? You know, because he's what's your philosophy? He likes to stay hidden. He's like Dolly Parton's husband. Mm-hmm. He like doesn't want anybody to ever see him. He's anonymous. He is. So, anyway, he's here tonight. And I'm used to doing these live chats by myself, so I talk a lot. So I'm going to try to calm it down. Let Brandon talk
Take it down a notch.
I'm going to take it down a notch. That's what I'm going to do. Now. But we're going to answer your questions. So if you have questions for us, for him, for me, for whatever, we thought it would be fun because it's February and it's Valentines month, you know, and we've got the questions. I have my computer set up here so I can actually see the questions because the camera's kind of far away. But I see that you guys are already on, which is really cool. I'm glad that you're here. Glad that you are tuning in for the madness that is the, what did I call it? Valentine's Day Q&A. It's technically not Valentine's Day.
Think of that all on your own?
I did. Thanks. It rhymes.
That's cool.
I'm good like that.
I like that.
Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, just throw your questions out there. We have not looked at these, but we printed off not so newlywed questions, and we might play that later. So stay tuned for that. Crazy.
I have no idea what kind of makeup you wear, so if there's any of those, I don't think it's gonna.
I don't know. I haven't looked at it. I just hit print, and I didn't even guess. So let's start with Charles. Was the first question I saw in here, and he asked, "How did you two meet?" Shall I? By the way, I have a terrible memory. Brandon is way better.
I'm going to sit back and let you just take this one.
Well,
it's all you.
We met at the movie theater in the town where we grew up, Clinton, Missouri. Brandon was working at the movie theater. I was not. I was just there kind of hanging out. And that's how we met initially.
Initially it was you came in one night and it was a bunch of us.
Right. So when Brandon worked at the theater, we don't want to get Brandon in trouble for, long years ago stuff.
No.
But we used to all hang out. We used to all hang out together at the movie theater. After the shows
after everybody's gone home for the evening, right. That was kind of the hangout place.
It was the hang. And so I was hanging with some folks that were hanging out up there. I didn't know anybody that was up there. And so that was the first time that we actually met, was at the movie theater. So that is how we met. Who was the most...
You're going to have to zoom that in.
I can see it. I can see it.
Okay.
Who was the most awkward on your first date? Well, honestly, okay, so our first date, we kind of didn't really have a first date.
Okay, so this is how that went down. Is during the movies when you started this, we had like a 7 o'clock show and a 9 o'clock show.
Crest Cinema 3.
At the old Crest Cinema 3.
Yeah.
And we would get a break, and Bob loved for us to take breaks
because Bob was the boss.
He didn't have to pay us, So hey, if we got to take a break, he was great with that, because I was off payroll. So it was August the 9th. Should I just go ahead and divulge the year or just the movie?
I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care
what
year.
Okay.
I mean, no, it really doesn't matter. I mean, either way, it was August the 9th.
It was August the 9th. I'll put it this way. It was the opening night of
The Cable Guy. Worst movie ever, by the way.
And she was there with her friend Sarah, we lovingly called Floby. And they sat on the back row. And when I went on break after the 7 o'clock, I begged Bob, said, "Could I please take a break?" He says, "Yes, please. Get out of here so I don't have to pay you." And so I went down and I sat next to Teea.
Now, let me just tell you, though, how this went down. We were on the back row, right? Brandon comes in. He puts his arm, like, right here on the seat behind where I was sitting, and jumps over the seat and like slides in with the arm around.
There's no way I could do it today.
You couldn't do that today.
No
but it was pretty smooth, and I'm just going to say, I was like,
Really?
High school.
That's all it took?
Well, it was, yeah. Dan wants to know, why are you doing this to Brandon?
Dan, I want to know the exact same thing.
I'm just saying. This is fun.
This
I
is
like
fun.
it. It's
This
okay.
is fun.
It's fun.
As long as we don't get too dodgy questions.
We're gonna read. We're gonna read the next one. What do you guys like to do together?
Everything. Yeah, you name it.
It's true. We love to travel. We love to road trip, even if it's just road trip around town. I mean, like, we don't care. We just like to get in the car and drive.
It doesn't matter.
We like to hang out.
Go to Walmart.
We do love our
Anywhere.
Walmart dates.
Doesn't matter. Walk through the parks when it's nice weather out. When it's nasty like it has been, not so much.
We sit at home and watch Hoarders together. So romantic. I know.
Definitely recommend Hoarders.
We've been on a big
show.
Hoarders kick lately. That's been our go-to binge watch lately. But yeah, we really, and we like to do everything together. We really like to hang out. We've said this before. We are best friends before we're husband and wife. I mean, we just are. We love to hang out. So that's good. Brandon, who's your favorite female vocalist?
Oh, no. This is a trick question. No. Can I take the fifth?
You can do what you want. I don't care.
No, you don't care. Seriously.
I don't care.
Of course, I'm partial, but there is one person that always blew me away, and that would be Dawn Sears.
Amen.
Dawn Sears was phenomenal.
Right?
She was one of the greatest singers of our time.
I'm telling you.
And probably way up there.
Yeah, true. I'll agree with that. I'll second that. Did Brandon ask permission from your parents to marry you, and was he nervous? Timothy wants to know. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me the story.
Yes.
I think I've heard it. It's just
Have you?
I forget from time to time.
Sure I have. You don't remember anything, so.
I don't.
Yes, I did. I asked her dad. I like to work on cars. That's just kind of one of the things that I do. And I had an old, was it the old Pontiac I had?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
No, you weren't driving that. Not when we got married. Or when we
when
got
I
engaged.
asked?
No, you had already gotten rid of that.
Okay, well, anyway, I faked a car incident. I needed her dad's help on something, and just to get him out of the, just to get him out of the house, because, it's always chaos at the Goins family house. If I mean, it's just
There's
always
like people
chaos.
coming and going
So
constantly.
it's just all over the place.
Yeah. Okay.
So you've got to kind of pull somebody out of the mess in order to,
That's true.
get the attention.
That's true.
So I was like, hey, Dave, can I get you to look at my car here? I think I have and I made something up. I don't remember what it was. And then when he got out there, I said, actually, I had an ulterior motive. And then I said, you care if I ask Teea to marry you? To marry me.
To marry you.
To marry you. And he says, well, it's about time. So
hey, that's always a good sign.
that was,
right?
yeah.
And you and my dad hang out all the time.
Yeah.
Like, they hunt together and work on stuff together. And yeah, so that's cool.
We've only been dating 7 years.
Yeah,
so.
we dated for 7 years before we got married, by the way. So there's another piece of information someone will probably ask.
Once again, Dan.
Yeah, why? Yeah, he said, why did you do that? Wow, you guys are really banging with the questions. I'm loving this. Are you fans of the same music?
More or less.
Yeah, pretty much. But we like a lot of different types of music too. I mean, we love like.
Well, I grew up on. So my mom was and still is a country music fan. So I grew up with the George Jones, the Merle Haggard,
Charlie Pride.
Yeah. Oh, she loved Charlie Pride. Yeah. So I got all of that. My dad was into classical music, so I got a whole lot of Chopin, Bach, Mozart.
He's far more well-rounded than
Rachmaninoff.
I can't even say that.
But whatever. That was his favorite. Right. It drove me crazy. And Pink Floyd. He loved Pink Floyd. And then, that's weird. I don't get that either. But
I do. I can see that. Classical and Pink Floyd, I can kind of see that.
Kind of, yeah.
I
guess. And so then I got really into the 70s and 80s rock scene. So that's kind of...
Brandon was very well-rounded musically.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I was all country growing up. And then when I was like 15, I discovered Frank Sinatra and fell in love with that. And then when I was about 16, I discovered the Beatles and fell in love with that. And I remember did you buy me my first Beatles record?
I did.
Yeah, he bought me my first Beatles record. And he got me really into 70s and 80s rock.
There's a story. You don't want to break into that little story?
Well, we can tell that story. Tell it. I don't care.
That's a funny one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it was a CD, right?
It was a CD.
It was the Abbey Road?
Abbey Road. And it was on your 16th birthday. We are a few years apart, so we'll just say that.
Well, we can say that we are 4 years apart. That's not like a huge age
It's not
gap.
a huge gap. It's not now, but back then it kind of was.
Exactly.
I mean, But anyway,
It was. Well,
I worked at the movie theater, and I didn't make a whole lot of money. So I scrimped and saved enough to buy this CD, which I was really proud of. The only problem was I didn't have enough money for wrapping paper or the gift bag or whatever. So I wrapped it up in a Braveheart movie poster because, and the CD was actually the face of why am I going blank?
I'm not sure. The Beatles?
What's his name? No, the guy. Braveheart.
Yeah, where the actually, yeah.
Mel
it was
Gibson.
Mel Gibson's
face
was like
right there,
in the front of the wrapping paper. That's
so
true.
I was really proud of that wrapping job.
It was
actually.
good. I remember it, and I don't remember much, but I do remember Braveheart for my 16th birthday present. So, and also, what is your song? What is our song?
I don't know. What is it?
Let's say it together. Change the World by Eric Clapton is our song. That's what we danced to at our wedding. It is still our song to this day. If that song comes on, we're just like, ah.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably like maybe in my top 5 favorite songs ever that I would.
And I just love Clapton.
Listen to all the
I love the.
I do like Eric
I love
Clapton
his
a lot.
chilled out style. Not,
I do too.
Not the heavy metal stuff like with Cream and all that.
Right,
like that really cool guitar.
Just the more acoustic kind of stuff.
Just chill.
Imagine that. We like acoustic music. How about that? Really, Dan? You liked the Cable Guy? Dan, I'm questioning you more and more. I'm questioning you more and more. Hi, Robin. Robin asked, what is something that we like to do together? We mentioned that earlier, travel, but I talked to Robin on the phone today. We had an interview with Cross Country USA magazine, and it will be in their March issue, so check that out. I'll post that when I have more information on it. What kind of vehicle did you drive on your first date? Well, I was driving a Ford Probe. I don't know what you were driving.
I was driving the 1978 Pontiac Grand Prix.
That's right, the Grand Prix.
I love that car.
It was his muscle car.
I should never have gotten rid of that car.
Well, you did, so.
I had it kind of souped up. It was sort of fast.
Right. Were you, this is good, Lynette. Were you instantly attracted to each other?
No.
No.
Not in the least.
No, really not at all. But the conversation that we were we had, I don't even remember the first night that we met. If we even talked that much.
No, it was buzzed in and buzzed out.
Over the course of time, because I was going up there and kind of hanging out and getting to know all the group of people that were up there. And we would just have these really, deep conversations.
We were best friends way before the relationship ever came around. It developed into a friendship first.
It did. And it's still, I feel like we are best friends above our husband and wifeness, even to this day. That's just the way we are. Is Brandon a musician? Pat wants to know.
Definitely not.
Yes. No, he's not. He's not like a professional musician. He can play guitar. I
used to be able to play guitar.
He can sing. He would never tell you that. It's been many, many moons, but we can share that we used to sing together. We used to sing together at church and stuff. And we sang to each other at our wedding. That's all.
What does it mean?
That's all I'm going to say about that.
Message retracted.
I'm not sure.
Dan, what did you do?
Dan retracted him. Oh, hoarders.
Oh,
yes,
there it is.
Right? Let's see what else you guys got. I'm going to keep reading
Absolutely.
here.
I love Texas.
These are great. You guys are doing really great. What kind of work do you do, Brandon?
I am in information technology.
Yes, he's a nerd.
I'm a nerd.
He's a nerd by trade. He's very, very, very smart, by the way. He is super intelligent. He won't say that, but he is you can't even believe. And not only is he smart with computer stuff and all that, but he can fix your car. If you got a plumbing issue, he can fix your plumbing. If you need to build something, he can build it. If you need him to work on your car or fix the electrical in the house, he can do that. He just can do.
I am a glorified maintenance guy.
He is. He's the best. He has saved us many dollars over the years because he can fix.
I just picked up random stuff over the years on how to do things.
That's what he's. What is it when he was little, he would go to garage sales and buy toasters and stuff and take them apart and put them back together.
My specialty was 8-track players.
Who does that? Him. But it's paid off in the end, so it's good. Who said I love you first? Gosh, I have no idea. Do you know? Do you remember?
Have we said that yet?
I really don't. I have no idea.
No idea.
I think that's been made a bigger deal in more recent years of someone saying I love. I think we just said it at some point. I don't remember it being
and it wasn't,
when
we started dating officially, the dating scene, it wasn't a moment when I said, would you like to start dating? Or
it didn't really happen like that.
It wasn't that way. It just kind of
our whole relationship was an evolution.
Yeah,
it was just
absolutely.
sort of I agree. Lynette asked the age difference. We are 4 years difference. Yeah, so he's 4 years older than me. How old were y'all in the side-by-side picture that we posted earlier? Oh, did you see that? Brandon doesn't do Facebook, so he didn't see that. It was the picture of us at the Crest, like when we had first started dating. So I would have been 16 and he would have been 20 in that picture. Yeah. And that picture looks like it's 100 years old because we didn't have like fancy little cameras and everything. And I don't even know who took that picture. I have no idea.
I think that was on a 35 millimeter camera I had, I think.
Was it yours? I was going to say, I don't remember who even had a camera.
I had a camera.
Being there because we have pictures of you, we have pictures of Luke and Sarah and all that.
Yeah, that was mine.
From those times, so.
It was a junk camera, but I had a camera.
Well, obviously, yeah. Let's see. Are you two more country or city couple?
Definitely
country. Yeah, we live out in the country. We don't mind to visit a city, but we'd much rather be in our own little world out here. That's
Amen.
We're both like that.
We lived in the city for how many years? Quite a few years we lived there.
We lived in Nashville from 10 years. 10 years. 10 years we lived there. And then we moved out here to the country house that we're in now in 2013. So yeah, we lived in Nashville proper for 10 years and
it's so much better.
And fled quickly.
It's so much better outside of Nashville.
Yeah, it's so much better. Let's see. Dan, he said what liquid is in Brandon's bottle. And if I can just say...
Well, Dan, it's vodka because it's clear.
Shut up. You're so wrong. Anyway, I came in here and Brandon had set up bottles of water for both of us on the table. He had our little Sharpies so we can play the Newlywed Game later. He had it all set up. He's so good. Brandon's the most like sweet and romantic and kind person. And I choked it out of him because I'm the most unromantic human being that has ever lived.
Choked it out of
I did. I choked it out of you. Wow. I stomped it out of you.
Stomped it.
But I'm not very romantic.
Well, I don't know that I was ever really good at it.
You were great at it. I just didn't. I
had my moments of really.
He's good at it.
Messing up, like those flowers I sent you when you weren't. Where was that?
He sent me some flowers. Now this has been many moons ago.
So they were.
We were dating. We weren't even married.
We were dating.
Were we?
You were.
I was at Cellular One.
You were at Cellular One.
I worked at Cellular One, by the way.
And I bought these flowers online. This is when the internet was like brand new, and you could send flowers over the internet. And I thought that was really cool. So I found this really cool looking bouquet and all this stuff, rather than just walking 3 doors down to the flower shop, which I should have done.
But he's a nerd and he likes the internet.
I bought it online. I spent way too much money on it, probably more than I should have. Probably. And they arrived in a cardboard box, and they had like a separate vase. It was like an assemble your own flower arrangement. You had to make your own flower arrangement.
It was.
They didn't quite. But they didn't really say that in the ad.
But now he knows. Never buy me flowers ever, because it's such a waste of money. And if you want to give me money, I'll take that. But don't buy me flowers.
It's a lot easier, too.
It's a lot easier. Yeah, much less work. Like, we are not going to do anything for Valentine's Day. I can assure you of that. Like, we are not those people. We don't do, like, Valentine's Day. I think it's Saturday or Sunday.
That's too cold.
It's this
we can't
weekend.
do anything anyway.
This is what we're doing for Valentine's Day. This is it. You're watching it. You're part of it. Is Brandon your agent? Do you have an agent, or do you promote and run your business life?
I'm a secret agent.
Brandon's a secret agent. No, Brandon's not my agent. Brandon has a real job. I have an agent. He's on and keeps giving us crap.
That would be Dan.
That would be Dan. Dan Mann. You can find him on my website on my contact page if you would like to book us for a show somewhere. But yeah, Dan is actually my agent. He takes care of all that. I mean, do I promote and run my business life? Pretty much. I mean, I run all of this end of things, all of the social media stuff. I do all of that. But yeah, Dan.
And you were really good at it.
Thanks. It's fun.
All of the video editing, all of that stuff. You know, I did the geek out stuff. I set up all the electrical components and put it into the files and stuff. Then she takes it and she does all of the editing and all the combining and does all the magic. Makes it look nice. Wow. So
thanks.
You did good.
Anyway, yeah, you can see more about that if you watch. Was it the last Typical Tuesday that we did a couple of weeks ago when we were actually setting up for our couch covers? Brandon and I kind of showed all. It was a mess anyway, but you can see all that. Let's see. Oh gosh, this thing keeps flipping back. Sorry, hold on just a second. I'm reading these. How long have we been going? Because I don't want to do this for 700 years.
Again, Grand Prix for the win.
Yes, see? Do you like U2? Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
Not so
they're not my favorite necessarily. What do you both drive now? Jim wants to know. I drive a 2011 Mercedes E 350. That's what I drive right now. And you drive a
2005 Mercury Mountaineer.
Yeah, oldies. Oldies but goodies. I love my car. My car's been great. We took it on our Route 66 road trip this year. We take it everywhere. We love it. How long have we been married? We got married in 2003. So it'll be, 18 years in May? It'll be 18 years in May.
18.
18
Wow.
years.
Wow.
And we were together for 7 years before that.
You're getting really old.
Yeah, you know. It's all good.
Hey,
Wait. Oh, Ed had a 73 Grand Am
455. Oh, yeah. Yeah, now we're talking.
Ed, right? Hi, Canada. Hi, Fran. Thank you for watching. Let's see. Jim started in IT, and now he's a paramedic. Nice. Okay. How did you meet? We talked about that at the very beginning. How did we meet? We met at the movie theater in town. Brandon worked there, and I was just kind of up there hanging out, and that's how we met initially. What is your favorite Bible passage? I'm John 3:17. That's my favorite.
That's a good one.
And Romans 8:28. That's a good one too.
I'd say Galatians 2:20. Romans 5:8. Yeah.
There you go. Look those up. Look them up. Look them up. Let's see.
How do you?
I don't know what the. Did you write your own wedding vows and did you cry? We did not write our own vows. We did the traditional sickness and health and all that stuff. We did all the traditional stuff. I feel like I choked up. I don't know that I like full blown cried. There were a couple of moments where I kind of got choked up.
Well, first of all, to explain our wedding, we were in a church that was rather large at the time, had quite a few people.
For as small a town as we lived in, yeah.
Of course, she had a lot of friends and a lot of people who knew her from the music that she had done since she was about 4.
Right.
I had a lot of family. So we
and you grew up in that church.
And I grew up in that church. So,
yeah.
so we had quite an attendance at our wedding, and we made a really, I don't know if it was a mistake, but maybe a lack of judgment. We decided that we were going to sing to each other during the ceremony. And had I to do it over again, that may not have been
I don't think I would have
the
done
wisest choice, because it's hard enough to stand there and to see the person in front of you, but it's a whole other level to have to sing to them in front of people. And that's when the choking up happened.
Yeah, so, that's true. Because I think we both kind of choked up during that. Because, it was just, if it had just been he and I, and we could have just said what we said and whatever, but the singing kind of added an extra pressure to it. So,
absolutely.
If we were to do it all over, we probably would not sing. But those were different times. Different times, weren't they? Oh my gosh.
I'm retired now.
I know. Vicky said, did you go to Dead Man's Curve? Was there a Dead Man's Curve anywhere around us?
No, but I've driven the Dragon's Tail in a
That felt like Dead Man's Curve.
What was that thing?
That
bus
Buick
that we
Rendezvous. It was terrible.
that was awful.
Have y'all ever been? It's in North Carolina, is that right? The Dragon's Tail?
Yeah, we were kind of
That was
stranded
scary.
because they had closed down 40, and there was another way you can get back, and it was closed as well.
Yeah.
And the only way back was
bad.
through this Dragon's Tail, and I was like, oh, that sounds like fun. It was not fun.
Not fun at all.
Not fun.
No, we were terrified. We were like white knuckle. He was
Not.
white knuckle.
Oh, I've never
That was
been
scary.
so scared in my life.
Do you have other siblings besides your sister? No, Brandon is an only child, and I have one sister, Reagan. That's Wrigley's mom. Y'all see them in my pictures and everything. Do you have the same faith? Do you do family dinners with your extended family? Yes and yes. We have the same faith. Both of us grew up in church from the time we were little bitty, and became Christians when we were young, and in fact, we lead a life group now, the two of us. Once a week, we have a group of 20-somethings that for the last few months, obviously we've been meeting on Zoom, but we lead a Bible study that way. And do we do family dinners with our extended family? Yeah, my parents live like right up the road, so we are hanging out with them all the time. And Brandon's mom lives in Missouri, so when we go back and see her, she comes here and visits. So yeah, we're all about extended. And when we go back to Missouri, we both have extended family there, aunts and uncles and cousins and stuff that we see there. Let's see. Oh, good. Carl has been emailing Dan about having a house concert this summer. Yay! If that's something that you're interested in, Brandon doesn't typically come to the house concerts, but I will come to your house and do a concert in your backyard or in your living room. Ben Hall and I will come. Ben will play. We will sing. We will do all kinds of fun stuff. It's a blast. You can contact Dan Mann. It's Dan at agency-etc.com. You can find all that information at teagoins.com. He would love to hear from you.
And I go if it's within driving distance.
Yeah, if it's within driving distance or whatever. If we're not flying or whatever, Brandon will come along sometimes too. So, yeah. So maybe, if you're lucky, Brandon will make an appearance at your house too. We'll see. Does Brandon say, "I didn't mean to love you, but I do" all the time? Do you say that to me all the time?
Well, it's better than saying "I meant to love you, but I don't."
Well, that's true.
So,
Yeah, no, we don't. It's funny that song, you know, I think people really think I just walk around singing that song all the time.
You do.
I don't. This is not true. I don't. Charlotte asked, do you ever plan on having children? No, we don't, Charlotte. We have 2 cats that we love. We have never felt like we have been led to be parents. We love kids. I taught 2- and 3-year-old Sunday school for a long time. We have a great group of young adults that we are able to disciple and lead Bible study with. And so that's kind of what we feel like our calling is. But thank you for asking, because people ask that a lot. And, you know, there's your answer. Is Brandon supportive of what you do? I don't know. Are you?
No.
No, he hates it.
Who is that? Ken?
That's Ken.
Ken, I'm here, aren't I? I mean...
This is about as supportive as you can get
This is
here.
kind of the...
Brandon's the most camera-shy person ever.
This is not my deal. I don't... Oh, your mom
very
loves
supportive.
the wedding video.
I know. My mom's like, I have the video of the wedding. Keep it to yourself, Sandra.
Do not ever share that.
We're not putting that
No.
one on YouTube for sure. No, not happening. But yeah, Brandon has always been supportive in the very best way, which has been supportive of me when I'm here, but hands off when I'm out doing stuff. If that makes sense, like he lets me be independent and lets me do my thing, but when I'm here, he is so supportive and he's out to help me in any way that he can. We were just talking the other day, he's constantly looking up, hey, we need to update your stuff on your computer so your videos can do this and that and the other, you know, like stuff like that. So he's always like the most supportive, and he always has been. That was the way that you won my parents over in the very beginning of all of this, because we wanted to date and they didn't know him at all, so he started showing up to shows so that he could get to know them, and then they could get to know him. They still don't like him, but he still comes to shows, and but no, it's good. But yeah, so he's very supportive.
And I see it as when you are doing something musically related, that's your job. That's kind of like if I'm in the office, which I haven't been in for like a year now.
True, he's working
because I work from home pretty much. But if I'm doing work stuff, that's like my time when I'm doing my work.
Right.
So I try not to interfere that much unless I'm needed, you know? I think there's too many people that just kind of get overpowering with their spouses, you know, and get controlling, and I never wanted to do that.
He's wonderful. He really, really is. So that's a really good question. Does Brandon ever go with you on your daily walks? It depends. If it's warm, he will. If it's warm...
Well, and usually if it's after work, because she usually does it during the day.
I do it in the
when
mornings.
I'm at work. Yeah. So, but there's times that we'll go in the evenings. You know, find a park, find a trail, whatever. Yeah. That's our favorite. We have a camper now.
We do.
So we can go out, and we're venturing into state parks now and checking those out. And the trails. We're having a blast doing that.
We're having a blast with that.
It's a little cold in February right now to do that.
We've been doing this for 30 minutes now. Do you think are y'all good for us doing this newlywed game thing? We don't really know what we're doing or how we're going to work on this.
How many more do we have?
I'm not sure on here.
We're almost to the end.
I think we're almost to the end.
Yeah, let's just finish it up.
I think that's it.
Oh, is that it?
That's it for the moment right now anyway. Unless I'm not seeing something, which I'm very well could not be because I've never done this on.
If we missed it, repost
But if we missed it, repost it. If we didn't get to your question.
Because this really is... I see
yeah,
why...
play the game. Play the game. Play the game. Okay.
You always say it's challenging to do this, and I get it. Because what you don't see is that this is constantly doing this.
And you're trying to rewind it.
And she's trying to
flip
go back and
it's
rewind
hard.
this. It's tough.
Hard. It's real work, people. It's real work.
I get it. I get it now.
We'll see. Okay. So we're going to try to play this newlywed game. So what we're going to do,
and you can
we have
copy
our little,
off of me?
We have our little papers. We have our little Sharpies.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Ha! Jim said, who's the better chef, Teea or Brandon?
Well,
I mean, if we're cooking.
If we're cooking, I think it depends. Because I haven't cooked in a very long time.
That's not true. You make breakfast a lot.
I do breakfast. I'm good at breakfast.
He makes really good breakfast.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
I do breakfast, but you're really good at cooking. You can make some good stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I think we're equal, but we just don't cook much. That's the thing. We don't. Yeah. How long did it take to get your jukebox finished? Fran wants to know.
Oh, well, after a lot of really stupid mistakes, it took about 2 months.
Yeah, and it's working. We're sitting right next to it right now.
Yeah.
What Bible study are you doing with your 20-somethings right now?
Oh, wow.
We are going through the Bible chronologically, and we are right in the middle, pretty much a little past the middle of the life of Jesus. That's where we are right now. We started 3 years ago.
Almost
with
3 years ago,
went through the Old Testament chronologically.
2 years ago.
And yeah, so we're fresh into the New Testament.
Yes.
But yeah, that's the study that we're doing, and it's actually been great for us. And it's like, I feel like I've learned a ton. And for somebody who's, we've been in church our whole lives, but I feel like we've learned way more than, just because we've been really digging into it. Okay, here we go. Newlywed game questions.
Now, we have not seen these questions, so this is fresh.
I pulled up a thing and printed it, and I did not look at it at all. Okay.
Now, I do my answer over here, you do yours.
Yes.
And then we compare.
Yes.
Okay.
Who takes longer to get ready? Oh wow, he's writing a lot. Okay.
Yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's me for sure. That was a lame question. I'm sorry. It was just the first one I got to. Okay. What is your spouse's most prized possession? Oh gosh. Let me think. That's hard. Your most prized possession.
Like physical possession?
I guess. Yeah.
Like you're not gonna be dumb and like say you or anything like that, right?
No. Like a thing.
A thing.
Yeah, we'll say like a thing. Like
all right, I'm just gonna throw something out there.
I kind of am too.
Is this what I think you'll write?
No.
Or is this?
Oh.
Because didn't that go like?
I don't know. Just what did you say? And
whatever.
I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
I said wedding ring.
Oh, that's good.
Because it has stone that I bought you, and it has the 2 stones from your
my grandma's ring.
So.
Yeah. So the middle stone is the one he bought me, and the other 2 are off my grandma's wedding ring. I said your tools. Because you fix everything.
Yeah, that's true.
And you couldn't do all the stuff that you do without your tools.
No, that's a great answer.
Okay.
Great answer.
I tried. Okay. If your spouse was a...
See, she said your ring. She got it.
Yay, my ring. That was good. Thank you.
Yes.
Let's see. If your spouse was a television character, who would he or she be?
I'm terrified of what you're writing.
I have a couple of things, but anyway, what is it? Oh, Lucy! Really?
Totally.
Aww.
Totally.
That's the best ever.
Really?
Yeah, that's like the nicest one.
Yeah.
Well, I said Paul from Mad About You. Paul Reiser, because you remind me of him a lot on that show. Like, but they remind me of us a lot on that show.
I'll take it. He was good in Alien, though.
I don't know about Alien. Okay, next, please. Mom said Sean Travolta. Tim said Sporty Spice. Ah! He calls me Sporty Spice.
There you go.
That's like that's my nickname. Okay. Oh, boy.
Nah, just skip the nuh-us.
I'm not asking that. Let's see. These are weird. That's not really like the kind of question I was. What is your spouse's favorite comfort food? They don't have to match, I guess. We're just writing these down. We could just say
so I think the newlywed game, and now it's been about 150
I know,
years since I've seen it, but I think
you have to leave the room.
you have to leave the room, and you have to write down your answer. I have to write down what I think you're going to say. Okay.
What's the answer for you? What's my comfort food?
If I can get the pages separated, I'm going with Italian, specifically pasta.
That's true. Pasta, pizza.
Carrabba's.
Yeah. Carrabba's, yes. I went with Chinese.
Absolutely.
That's always, when
Bingo.
Brandon has had a stressful day at work, he always wants to go have Chinese. That's always where he wants to go.
True story.
We can just answer these.
You don't want to write them down anymore?
We can write them down.
Come on, I think it's fun.
It's fine. What will your spouse say is the nicest thing you did for them this week? This week. This week. What happened this week?
What will you say is the nicest thing
you did for me this week?
I did for you.
Maybe we should just say, what's the nicest thing your spouse did for you this week? That seems confusing the other way around.
Yeah, I was really confused by that. What's the nicest thing you did for me?
Yeah.
Let's go to the next question. I can't think
That's
of
hard.
anything.
Well, I mean, like, that's...
I don't remember. I
don't either. Like,
Wait,
it's just good. Like
we have like our routine and stuff that we do, and
it's true. That's kind of hard.
Yeah.
What's our favorite TV shows? Dale wants to know. I do love Mad About You. We've been watching that some too lately. It's an
Hoarders, of course.
Hoarders.
And that's the stuff that we watch together. I am right now sucked into this.
So sucked in.
I'm sucked into this show called Time Team, and it's a UK archaeology show. It's on YouTube. It's pretty neat. Yeah, I'm boring you already.
It's so boring. It's the most boring thing ever. It's just these people digging in dirt. That's all it is.
Hey,
but he watches it constantly. He loves it.
Roman
and I'm like, how many seasons does this have? Is it about over?
It started in 1994 and it went off the air in 2014. So there's 20 years of it.
Oh, it feels like it's been 20 years since we've been watching this. Have either of you watched Tiger King?
Oh yeah.
Yes, but it seems like that was 10 years ago. That was just the beginning of the quarantine is when Tiger King came out. But that was crazy. That was really crazy. I also last night, just on a random recommendation on Hulu, watched Framing Britney. It's about Britney Spears. Don't judge it. Don't knock it till you watch it. I made him watch it, and he was hooked because there's some crazy stuff.
There's some weird stuff.
There's some crazy stuff going on there. I'm just saying.
Not gonna lie.
I'm just saying it's a lot. Okay. What grooming product could your spouse not live without?
Grooming
product.
Product.
Grooming product. Could you not live without?
Well, I know yours.
Oh, I know
I was
yours.
thinking about what mine is. Okay.
I don't know how to spell it though. I think I spelled it right. I didn't spell that right. It's fine. What you got, bro? I said cologne. Because Brandon's a big time cologne guy. Like, that's his big thing.
And I said hairspray.
Dry shampoo.
Well,
hairspray.
Anything to do with hair.
It's true.
Because
especially since this thing's been
that's
happening.
like the obsession.
Since I've been wearing the hair down, I've got all the products. I had to go to the Ulta today and buy some products for the hair because I'm wearing it down. But you like the hair down, right?
I do. I love it.
It's new.
It's great.
It's new. And Brandon's not wearing a hat tonight. Can we get a hand for that? A lot of people are like, does he ever not wear a hat? Well, look, he does not wear a hat tonight. But he only has like 2 hats to his name, but he wears them all the time. So if you have a hat with your business on it or something like that, P.O. Box 1058, Lebanon, Tennessee, 37088. Send us a hat. He needs new hats.
I do.
He does. Because he literally only has 2. He has one for my mom's work, and he has a Daryl Singletary hat that he's been wearing for probably
I think I've worn that
5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
He just keeps wearing the same hats. And people are like, does he have any other hats? And I'm like, no, he doesn't actually. Those are literally the only hats he has. Okay. What is your favorite feature on your spouse?
No, we can't say that.
You were gonna say booty. Hey, we can say booty. Mine is his smile. He has a great smile and really pretty eyes. That would be mine. Where did you share your first kiss?
Oh, wow.
This is a good
Do you remember this one?
I do. I actually do kind of remember this.
tell
Were
the
we in my
story?
car? Yeah, because I was driving.
You were driving.
I was driving.
You were driving.
I was driving. We had been dating.
Do you know which corner it was?
It was on the road that ran next to the crest, whatever that was. It was
Green
at a
Street.
It was Green Street. It was at a stop sign at Green Street, and
Orchard.
look at him knowing the street.
I know, because my old house is right there. I lived on Orchard
Oh,
Street.
we were by that, weren't we?
We were right by
our
old house.
You're right. You're right.
I wasn't born in, but pretty much
So
raised in.
we were out riding around like we do, and we hadn't been dating but like 2 seconds, really. Like
No.
we'd known each other, but we just hadn't like officially said we were boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you take it from here.
I dared her to kiss me, thinking that she wouldn't. And she laid one on me that I was not even
It's true.
prepared for.
It's true. I was like, don't dare me.
I knocked my
Don't dare
socks
me.
off.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
That's
That
a
was
good
our
question.
first kiss.
Yeah.
Did Brandon go on the cruises for Larry's Country Diner?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he has not missed one of those. He went and all
You
the
probably
ones that
thought I
I've
was
done.
Mark Wills. But
Yeah, he did get mistaken for Mark Wills. What was that? 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he and Mark both. They wear hats. They have beards. They kind of have a similar look. And
Taylor Malpas.
And Taylor Malpas.
We all
also,
three were
'cause
confused
one
for
day
each other.
Taylor had a hat on, and Taylor had a full beard at the time, and it was kind of like.
And there was one lady we were down in front of that place that has the sandwiches and stuff.
Right.
And
she
was,
almost fought him.
She
'cause
would
was
not
like, "You're Mark
believe that I
Wills."
was
And we're like,
Mark Wills. I'm saying, I'm Tea's husband.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she says, no, you're not. You're Mark Wills. I want your autograph. And she was like fighting me over it. And finally, Mark's walking by, and I said, hey, Mark, come here. And called him over and said,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yes, Brandon has gone on all the cruises that I've gone on with me. Let's see. Yes, he does have a great smile. See, you do. Did you stop at the Cadillac Ranch when we were on the Route 66 trip? We didn't stop, but we did drive.
We did drive by.
We saw it. We didn't stop and get out, but we did see it. Yeah. Did you think you two would get married? Yes, because my philosophy with dating, I've had like 2 or 3 boyfriends maybe in my whole life. And that was like when I was young, because I met him when I was 16. So those weren't super serious boyfriends, obviously. But I think dating, I was always like dating to marry. Like I was always saying, okay, is this person marriage material? So yeah, I think we knew from pretty early on. We always talked about it. Like I said, we dated for 7 years before we got married, but we pretty well had our entire wedding planned before we ever got engaged. We knew what we wanted and how we would want it because we talked about it so much. So yeah. Is Brandon from a big family? Lynette wants to know.
No, I'm an only child.
He's an only child, but he has a lot.
I have a lot of
aunts and
cousins and
uncles
aunts and uncles, and my mom was from a family of 8 brothers and sisters,
Yeah.
7 brothers and sisters.
Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah. And then his
A
dad,
lot.
his dad had a twin sister, so yeah. And I come from a big family. Both my parents are babies of 7, so I have 6 aunts and uncles and all those cousins on both sides of my family. So yeah. Who do the cats flock to more? Timothy wants to know. That's a good question.
I think it's an even split.
It's him.
No, it's not.
him.
It's not. She goes on your lap every morning.
She does.
She is your cat in the morning.
Yeah.
Now, Buddy's my cat.
It's true.
Period.
Buddy loves him and only
He's-
him, and Buddy's his buddy. And
He is my cat.
every now and then, Buddy will give me a little attention,
But Kidda will get on my lap in the evenings.
yeah.
But she's in the yeah.
I think she I think you. They're
I think
on
it's
you
even.
more than they're on me.
Well,
Like I pet him and love him and stuff, but they love to like sit on him and sit in his lap.
yeah.
That's a good
It's
question.
glorious.
She said, so are you saying Brandon had to dare you to kiss him? Did he have to dare you to marry him?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah, no. No, we, it was funny because, like, first kiss stuff, I think I had only kissed one other person. It was, like, my first boyfriend. That was the only other person I
At the
kissed.
movie theater.
At the movie theater that Brandon worked at. Before you worked there. No, you were working there at that time. I didn't know you though. Anyway, I was a child. I was like middle school. It doesn't matter. But yeah, he did dare me because he really didn't think I was gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
I did it.
The kiss, not marriage.
Not marriage. He didn't have to dare me for that. We were both up for that. Who made the first move? See, again, I don't really remember.
I would consider that to be the first move.
That probably was the first move. But we were kind of already dating then. Or we had kind of started to talk about it anyway.
I don't know. We just kind of evolved.
I don't remember.
Oh.
I don't really remember. What's the biggest thing you love about each other? Like, what do you love the most?
Oh, that's hard to even pick out.
That is hard.
That's hard to pick out.
Let me think.
You're just funny. You're funny and you're great to hang out with, and it doesn't matter what it is. I could say, hey, do you want to go walk around the backyard? And you'd be, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just great. It's great to just spend life with you.
Yeah. I think just his absolute understanding of me. Like, he gets me. He knows me inside and out. And that's my favorite thing. And he loves me regardless. And that's really nice. Even on days when I feel like I'm crazy, he still loves me, and that's really nice. That's good. That's good. Let's see. Mark asked, in Nashville, who gave you your best advice? You mean musically advice? I guess is what you're asking. Ooh, I don't really know. My best advice in Nashville. That's hard. I'm thinking couple stuff. So I'm trying to think now. I'm like switching gears to Nashville stuff. Yeah. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'd have to think on that. I'll get back to you on that. Will we take the cats camping? No. No.
Just Google cats and campers and read the horror stories.
It doesn't seem like a great idea.
No,
Luckily, my parents live nearby, and my sister and brother-in-law live nearby, so we've got people that can take care of the cats.
I thought about it. I really did. Until I read up on, I was like, this may be not the wisest of decisions. So.
I'm going through these questions. We're gonna wrap this thing up. So if you've got any more questions, toss them on here. We will answer them as best we can.
I'm going back to the biggest thing I love about you, because I thought of another one, and that is just, I called her the songbird because she always is singing, always, in the shower, in the house, walking around, and I just love that you're always singing. You know, it's not just when you're on stage; you always have like a song.
I do it, and I don't even realize I'm doing it. That's the main thing. Like today I was at Panera. Shocking, I know. But I was sitting in there and I was looking at my phone waiting for my food, and I was singing loudly and realized I was singing loudly, and then I was like, oh my.
Did you have an audience around?
No, luckily there was like nobody in there, but I was like, wow, I seem like a crazy person. It's fine. What's your favorite Nashville hang? We don't go to Nashville. Is that bad? We try to avoid Nashville. I know. I guess I would say, if I had to pick somewhere, I would say the Station Inn. That's where I go. If I have to go to Nashville, that's usually where I go to see like 45 RPM play there or something. But
that's
other than
past
that,
my bedtime, so that's usually
and he usually stays home. But we really don't go to Nashville very often. It's crazy. It's a big city now, and we said that earlier. We are country people and we're not city people, and Nashville's really got a big city feel these days. So. You're asking about music, new music, plans to perform in North Carolina, somebody asked. All of that information, if you get on my Facebook or on my website, teagoins.com, sign up for Team Teea, you will get newsletters that will let you in on everything that's going on as far as shows that we've got coming up. I'm going to be in Florida this weekend, Friday. I will be there. I've got 2 shows at 3 and 6. It's at the Florida Bluegrass Classic in Brooksville, Florida. So if you're anywhere nearby there, come see us. I'll be there. The Malpas Brothers are there. T. Graham Brown is there. I'm forgetting somebody, but there's a lot of people. It's a festival, and it's going for 3 days. But I will be there on Friday, the 12th, I think, right? February the 12th. 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock. So 2 shows. So come and see us. I have been to Canada, Fran. I've been there actually 3 years in a row. We've played different venues in Canada. Hope to come back because you guys really love the music up there. So it's always fun to go to Canada. Any place that you both want to travel that you haven't been yet?
I'm mean, I keep like a list.
Yeah.
Of stuff.
Yeah. We really want to go to Yellowstone and Yosemite and kind of see all that stuff because we've never been up there. And you want to go like overseas. You want to go to like Ireland and that kind of stuff.
The UK would be neat
yeah.
to see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have my list in front of me. I'm sorry. I don't remember all.
I know. Do y'all like to go fishing together? Brandon goes fishing. Brandon was just fishing today, in fact.
Yeah, very unsuccessfully, but yeah.
I went with you once this summer, I think. Brandon goes a lot. That's kind of his after work stress reliever. And so I usually just let him go so he can blow steam off and fish and get away for a while. But yeah.
I bought all new tackle today and had 0 success. So
let's see. Fail. Do you talk to yourself? Brad wants to know.
It's okay as long as you don't answer yourself.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. Yeah. I probably do though. In fact, I know I do, because I was pulling in a parking lot today, and I was telling another person to move their car. I guess I wasn't talking to myself, but they couldn't hear me. I was just telling them what to do. I don't know. When will you be on again with Ben Hall? I'm going to be trying to post the couch covers here on YouTube. I'm going to try to do those every Friday. So, I'm going to attempt to do them every Friday. So be watching Friday for a new one on here. I will premiere it at like midnight on Friday. So, and then when you see it, share it with your friends. Tell all your neighbors, all the things. Karen asked, this question has already been asked, are you going to have a family? Well, we have a family. We have 2 cats, and they're fabulous. So thank you for asking. Timothy, his mom's been to Ireland 4 times. That's nice.
Wow.
I would like to go there. It'd be cool. Yeah, I would love to see you come to Michigan, Deb said, and Saskatchewan, Fran said. So trust me, I want to go wherever you guys are. And as soon as this COVID stuff lifts and they get some venues open and we're able to do more shows, we want to do them. So if you have a favorite theater or venue, or if you want to have a house concert at your house or a backyard show at your house, get in touch with Dan Mann. You can go to teagoins.com on the contact tab. Reach out to Dan, let him know what venue that you like to go see music at, and say, hey, see if you can get Teea booked here. That's the information that we need. So you can help us, and we hopefully will come to you, because trust me, we would like to come everywhere if we can. Jim said talking to yourself equals having a staff meeting. Exactly.
Just any meeting, exactly. I think.
Having a meeting with yourself, and that's important. I think you should have a meeting with yourself every once in a while to sort of reassess, make sure you kind of have a one-on-one meeting with yourself and go, how are things going? Don't you think? No?
It sounds like some therapy stuff.
Well, I'm kind of a therapy-minded person. I like to think that way. I think it's good for people to think that way. It's a very Mr. Rogers concept. Have you thought about a duet with Andy Griggs singing a Merle Haggard song? Well, that would be cool. I have a friend of mine who's like super BFF with Andy Griggs, so maybe Paul can make that happen. If Paul's watching tonight, maybe he can hook that up. What is your song as a couple? Dale asked. Somebody asked that earlier. It is Change the World by Eric Clapton. That is our song. We danced to that at our wedding. That was the song when we first started liking each other. That was like the song that just, I don't know, was great. So yeah, it's good. And Brandon, you're getting all kinds of compliments. You're natural at these chats.
I don't know
You're
about
doing a good job. He is. He's great, right? Anyway, we're going to bounce off of here because we've been talking for almost an hour.
And we're missing hoarders.
And we're missing hoarders. No. Right? No, but seriously, thank you guys for watching this. We had fun. This was fun.
That was fun.
It's not so scary, right?
No, it's not bad.
Brandon was a little nervous. He was kind of
I'm not really the get in front of people kind of person.
But you did good.
So.
You did really good. I'm
Thank
proud.
you.
Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. We are going to, like I said, we're going to do some more couch covers. If you haven't seen the couch covers, I have a playlist here on my YouTube page of all the couch covers we've done so far. It's Ben Hall and I on this very couch, in fact, doing cover songs. So if you've got a request for the cover songs, you can throw them on here. You can throw them on my Facebook page. But please feel free to share any of those videos. I've also got a new In the Moment video that I just posted from Sunday. I sang at Ben Hall's church. And so I posted a couple of those songs. So that's one of our new In the Moment. I have a whole playlist of In the Moment stuff, which is just silly stuff. It's Brandon and I.
Motley Crue?
It's maybe I'll do
Motley Crue?
Couch
cover?
I could maybe do Motley Crue. Is there a particular Motley Crue?
I don't know. I have to think about it.
Think about it.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, so we've got In the Moment. We've got couch covers. We've got live chats like this. I do this every Tuesday. We do a live chat called Typical Tuesday with Teea. Sometimes it's just random stuff like this. Sometimes it's when I'm on my walk. Sometimes it's in the morning. Sometimes it's in the evening. I never know when it's going to happen. But as long as you've subscribed, make sure that you like and subscribe on my page and ring the little bell so you'll get notifications when we go live so that you will know when we're live. But if you do that, every Tuesday I'm going to bounce on here at some point and do a live chat. So check that out. Thank you for being with us here on YouTube. Please feel free, like I said, to share any of those videos. Thank you for watching. I hope you and your significant other have a wonderful Valentine's Day. And
shameless
all the
plug
things.
here.
Oh, shameless
Be
plug.
sure on Tea's Facebook page that you click the subscribe button and you click the bell.
That's on my YouTube page.
YouTube page. I'm
YouTube
sorry.
page.
Very important. I've learned
Right.
this. You have to click the bell to get
Yes.
the notifications
Yes.
when she goes
And
live.
right now in this video, in the corner, I believe it's the corner that Brandon's sitting in. I think it's this corner right
Down
here. Yeah, it says subscribe. Boom, just push that. And then when you're on my page, there's a little bell that says notifications. Ring that little bell. That way you will always know when we're going live, because there's a lot of you on here tonight, which has been wonderful, probably more than we've had yet. So this thing is growing, and I'm glad, because I really, really do prefer YouTube over the other social media platforms. I really, really like YouTube. But if you are still on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, MySpace, I don't know, whatever you do, feel free.
Really?
Feel free to share all of any of these YouTube videos that you would like with your friends and tell them to jump over and subscribe so that we can keep building this. Have a great weekend, a great rest of your week. Be watching for a new couch cover on Friday. Thank you to
Happy
Brandon
Valentine's
for
Day.
being here with us tonight. You were fabulous, babe.
It was fun.
Thank you. Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day, and we will see you all soon. Have a great, great night. I don't know how to end this thing. Is it this? We're so unprofessional. Wow, we have this great big thing. Okay, bye.
Do you want to say all that again?
I
Goodbye?
do.
The big
Yes,
goodbye thing?
yes, goodbye. Happy Valentine's Day.
No, really, we're ending it now. We
Thank you for
promise.
watching it. We're really